There are two babies in here. And look at the stems. Look at that variegation. Like, it is so beautiful. So pretty. I mean, of course, this was on my list. Like, I'm probably one of the last people in the plant world who has this plant. But whatever. Patience, patience. I'm very happy.
I was very happy that I got these. So as you can see, one of them was in a sphagnum moss mix and the other was in a very chunky soil mix. So I went ahead and decided to remove everything from the roots as much as I could and pot and pon. And this was last year, as you see, in November. And so this is probably 4 or 5 months into my pon journey. And so I was feeling extremely confident, and then I just put in these cute Dollar Tree glass jars that I got for $125 because I love the glass aesthetic look with pon. And so as you can see, there is a little bit of sphagnum still left on one of those roots, and then this was just some chunky pumice and perlite and sphagnum moss I decided to keep because it's completely okay if you don't remove like 100% of it. And so I just went ahead and potted it in pon, and I personally don't rinse my pon. It's just up to you. I'm a lazy plant collector or plant carekeeper. But yes, by all means, if you don't like the dust and you don't want to see it settled in your whatever pot you decide to go with, rinse it off. I just don't, and it doesn't bother me at all. And there is something about potting in rocks versus soil. It's so pleasing. I really enjoyed that. And so this is how they look. And as far as the water level, since these were a soilless mix transfer, I kept the water level about no more than halfway or so. But if it was a water root propagation to pon, I keep the water reservoir all the way up. So it just depends on the on what I'm transferring it from on the water level. And so I kept these up here in the jungle area for a long time until now. And so it's June. So what, 6, 7, 8? So 8 months later, they now are ready to be potted into bigger containers, which I am very excited about. Y'all, look at my babies. Both of these were gifted to me from a subscriber named Sherry. Sherry, I love you and I thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm going to insert a video clip of how small and tiny they were whenever she first gave them to me. And so I decided to transfer them both to pon, and they're thriving. Well, first of all, look at this new leaf. Beautiful, I know. Look at those roots, those juicy, beautiful roots on both. So you know what that means. It's time to repot in a bigger pot. And I'm excited because that means I get to burn more holes in plastic. Okay, y'all, it's the next day. After I did the pots with the solder iron, I went to sleep. It was late, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and repot them, and I'm very excited about these pots too. So in Janae's mini storage area,
I have this pot that I haven't used in forever, and it has the stand, and I thought this would be super cute to put my to have Pon in here with the basket, the clear basket. I mean the clear pot. Okay, so now that it's nice and clean, this, yes, with this. Won't that be cute? I don't know, like I said before, it's just something about having the clear stick out. I think it's a pretty aesthetic. And so I will do that for one of them, and then the other one I'm going to use a old Costa Farms planter I have. Oh, Janae. So I have now been potting my monsteras with a mixture of leca and pon mixture, because the monstera roots, you know, they're like thick, juicy roots, as you just saw in my previous monsteras that I will show a little bit later. They have thrived with having the mixture of both pon and leca. Leca just provides more airflow to the roots because it makes it a little bit more chunky, and so that's why it's like a almost like a layered look, and they love it.
So my babies are already loving their new location, their bigger pot. They're very perky and happy. So this is where I have my Thai, and this is the one that's in the Coastal Farms pot. And she's doing fine. I'm very excited for them, especially now that I feel confident because I transferred Madrigal and my other Monstera Thai into a Pon Leca mixture, and they're doing so well. And that's Madrigal. He's saying hi. And then that's my Kroger Thai constellation. And then here is the other plant that I just repotted. This is the one in the cute white planter with the plastic sticking out, the scallop container. I think it looks super cute, and she's doing good as well. I'm very confident probably within the next week that there will be some kind of new growth. Okay, y'all, I have to brag on my other Monsteras. So this is Madrigal, but look at how far he has came.
I was gifted this beautiful Monstera albo.
As you see, that was over a year ago, back in May when I was gifted it, and then September I decided to transfer it from sphagnum to pon, and he's thriving and loving it. And so 7 months later, I realized that he needed to be in yet a bigger pot. And so I went to Home Goods. I didn't see this anywhere, but I was at Home Goods looking for actually a birthday gift for someone. And I saw the salad spinners, and it just literally popped in my head like, Janae, this would be the perfect idea, the perfect solution to have like big plants in semi hydro, aka Pon or Leca. And so I was very excited about this. And then I just had to pick the right one. I was trying to imagine his roots and thinking about which one he would fit best in. And so that's why I'm picking up several. I literally probably almost went through every salad spinner they had. And so I saw this one and I was like, okay, I think it's a good size. And then the one on the right. But I ended up getting the one on the left, and it worked out perfect. And as you see, this was him from the original repot, and he did have some rotted roots, and so it was time. So I did remove all of the the old pon as much as I could, and I removed some of the dead roots that he had. And then I put him in the salad spinner. And ever since then, I think he has like grown much quicker. And that was in March. It is now June. And his roots have basically exploded in growth, as you can see. So here he is now. And then look at these roots. Like, my goodness, only a few months later. So, yes, if you are like second guessing yourself or wondering if Pon will be good, even just for Monstera, I mean, it's good for others as well. Like, go ahead and do it. All of my Monsteras that I have transferred, they absolutely love it. Look at those roots. It's beautiful. So I have to talk about my $30 Monstera Thai Constellation, whom is now named Hamilton. So just a few months ago, yet again, yeah, I got it at Kroger's for $29.99. I was in there forever trying to pick the best one. And I finally found one that I wanted. And I took my baby home. I removed all the soil. I put him in this cute little tiny pot. I was like, okay, it's gonna be here for like months. I'm not gonna have to worry about him because the roots weren't tiny, but they were small. Joke's on me. A month later, look, he was like, Mom, I need a bigger pot. So I went ahead and put him in this scalloped container from Dollar Tree, and then I put that inside of, it's like a 2-gallon glass jar container, and his roots have exploded yet again. And yes, his roots are very healthy, thick, and juicy, and it's filling in very nicely, but I'm not going to be repotting him anytime soon. There's still room for him to grow out. And plus, these are basically like water roots, so it's going to be completely fine sitting in a high water reservoir, as you see. I'm very, very excited about Hamilton. And then my next one I'm going to show, this is actually Madrigal Jr. This is a cutting that I took from him. I think it was like in March or so. And the cutting had fully established, and then I pot him up. All my Monstera babies make me so happy.